Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Not Just a Goof. And this is a new documentary from directors Eric Kimmelton and Christopher Nines, and this focuses on the journey that was the creation of 1995's A Goofy Movie. And this is, a behind-the-scenes Disney Plus making of documentary, and Disney Plus releases a lot of them. But I feel like this film's a little bit of a step up from just your standard affair behind-the-scenes making of. There's something a little bit more personal and a little bit more cinematic in terms of how they bring this together. You do have all of those elements of, behind-the-scenes making of pretty standard linear storytelling as we get through the developmental period of how this came together, the main players that brought this together, and the director who wound up being the big prevailing element, Kevin Lima. But this film has some more creativity. There's some fun animated sequences where all the actual people are made up to look like characters from the show, where they have pitch meetings and stuff like this in character, in animation. And those are charming little storytelling elements that makes this film stand out in an interesting way compared to, your standard just behind the scenes making of. There's tons of archival footage that Nines and Kimmelton are able to leverage to find this really raw behind the scenes footage that Lima had put together over the course of their time making this film over a couple of years. And having that archival footage really brings a lot of authenticity and personality to this. You really get to understand what the vibe really was like. It's not remembering back to this. It's in that moment, you have all this footage of what it was like behind the scenes putting this together. And what I really appreciate is how this documentary really captures the revolutionary kind of rebellious nature of what this film was, really redefining what a feature-length Disney animated movie could be and who Goofy was as a character. And then you also capture all of the deep, rich, thematic elements and emotions that went into this film, because this is a moving film. I did not grow up watching a Goofy movie, but my wife has a very, very strong connection to this. This film means a lot to her, and I could see how even this documentary was still hitting her and really bringing out those emotions. I think this is a really fine, well put together documentary that captures emotion and captures a creative spirit and brings that creative spirit into the actual filmmaking of the documentary that brings added personality to it. I really appreciated this a lot. It's engaging, it's fun, it's emotional, and tells a great story of how some young, unproven creators are given a chance and make something that's special, that still hits 20 years later, and yes, this movie is 20 years old. That's a fun little realization for sure. But those are my thoughts on Not Just a Goof. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.